similar to the character for Qi, but because of the way the triangle get together, it makes this kind of wonky shape a little bit. So you have that little drop and then the line and then the other one. But anyway.
And it looks like it's color changing.
It is. It's a really cool little thing that each triangle you can place them the way you want, and they're just LED that can change color. So it makes for a cute background to have when it looks like something.
You'll just need to unmute yourself, Fabrice. I've spotlighted you to the entire group.
Here I am. Let's see. I can keep the gallery view on my end. Yes, great. So if you see me look in this direction every now and then, it's because I have you all on a big screen, so I can observe what's going on, but the camera is here. Good morning, everyone. Let's see. How are we going to start with? Actually, now that everybody is up, we'll sit back down again, and we'll start with a little bit of self-massage. And more specifically, we're gonna massage the sole of the feet, the kidney 1 acupuncture point, which is, so for those of you who are not familiar with the point, you have the padded area under the big toe, the padded area that is under all the other 4 toes, and on the sole of the foot where the 2 meet, there's this little hole or divot that you can feel. And if you use the same side hand as your foot, if you were to grab your foot as pinching between your thumb and your fingers, usually the thumb kind of land directly on that area very easily. So the massage we want to do is to gently press so that we feel that the pressure is within that spongy layer under the skin. We don't want to go all the way to the bones. That's too much pressure. The point might be sensitive for some of you, so that's going to be a sign you don't want to put too much pressure anyway. And after we press, we're going to push with our thumb towards our ankle. So I'm kind of pinching towards my ankle. And then I'm going to release the pressure and bring my thumb back. And so the movement is relatively small. I don't want to slide my finger over my skin. My goal is to move the layer that's under the skin. And so I will press, I will pull towards my ankle and then release. Is that clear for everyone? Understandable? Yeah, good. And we'll do this gently for about a minute before we do it on the other side. And I'll tell you when we change. The idea is to start to create a movement within the energy channel so that not only the chi, but also the blood, the fluids can start to move back upward into our leg. And by creating, by using this method, we create a bit of a vacuum, which pulls the energy and the fluids towards the area we just massaged, and also create then a circuit, a wave that goes up so that it can activate everything. So by the way, if anyone has a question along the way, feel free to unmute yourself and let me know. Good. So before we go and do the other foot, just place both of your feet on the ground and observe the difference in sensation between the one we just massaged and the other foot we haven't done just yet. Can everybody feel a difference between the two? Yeah, good. So let's equalize the sensation. Up. So again, finding the pad of the big toe, finding the pad under the other toe and where the two meet in the middle. It's about just below the second toe, more or less. And then gently pressing, pushing towards the ankle and releasing. So we get the movement of the tissue, the fluids. And so by doing this, we're opening the point from the sole of the foot, which will make it easier to allow the chi from the earth to go up to get the movement of the energy through the legs, get the fluids, the blood to become a little more activated as well, because they all move together. Good. And then placing the foot back on the ground, observing the connection between the 2 feet with the earth. Now we're going to do a similar massage on the inside of the palm around the Laogong point. The point is in the center of the palm. There's 2 different locations for it. There's one between the index finger and the middle finger. Some other school place it between the middle finger and the ring finger. So if you take your thumb, it kind of goes above both, so it doesn't really matter. You can play a little bit to try to see which one feels better for you. And the idea is to put a little bit of pressure again. Same thing, we don't want to put too much pressure to get to the bone. We just want to feel the sponginess under the skin. When we press this time, we will press towards the middle finger. So I'm pressing towards my finger and then I'm releasing. The idea is that the channels start from the chest, go down the arm towards the palm, whereas the point we just did on the feet was the first point of the channel, and then the channel is going up the legs. So as we massage the palm, we want to get the energy from the torso to flow down towards our hands.
Fabrice, a question.
Yes.
For those that may have severe, moderate to severe hand, arthritis, joint issues, it's okay to take the palm of the butt of the other hand and rub?
Yes, it's fine to use another finger than the thumb to do so. As I said, the pressure doesn't have to be very strong. What we want is simply to be able to feel we don't want to be just on the skin. So I don't want to just have like a rubbing of the skin. I just want to go a little bit deeper, and it doesn't have to be a big pressure, just to go. If you feel that you're putting pressure, you're putting too much pressure. You want it to be softer. Really get into that sponginess. Sorry, that spongy elasticity that's just under the skin, to gently move it. And as you can see, I'm not rubbing the skin either. So it's a very soft movement, but you can feel that it starts to kind of pull everything under. As we're moving this layer, the fascia start to be stretched, and because the fascia connects everything together, they start to pull the fluids and move them a little bit more. And so before we do the same thing on the other side, just gently press your palm to feel the thickness of the palm, see how the tissue feel, and then compare it to the hand that just did the massage. See if you can feel a difference between the two. Good. There's a softness and elasticity that's kind of more alive, and the other one feels a little tight. Usually it depends. There's two possibilities. For those of you who usually have hands that feel a little swollen, you might feel that the hand you massage feels a little thinner, more mobile, because the fluid is starting to move. For those of you who have more tighter hands, you might feel that it's spongier, fluffier, and that it's more open. The important part is to feel that there's a difference. So now we're going to do the other side as well. So somewhere between either the index finger and the middle finger, or the middle finger and the ring, gently massaging. It's a very good point to massage for a lot of things, particularly for any type of tension on the inner arm. What's the name? Reno syndrome. Any kind of tightness can help to release it. Emotional issue that kind of block around the center of the chest, any kind of tightness of the chest will be released. It's a fire point, so it releases excess of fire inside the body. If that sounds ridiculous to you, that's okay. It's just a way of talking from a Chinese medicine perspective. It's not actual fire, but it's more of a way to release inflammation from the chest. That's one more Western way to put it.
I have a question. Since there's
Yes.
two possibilities, can you like alternate? I tend to be alternating the 2 points.
What do you mean by alternating?
Well, instead of just going between the index finger, I'll also go between the ring finger and the middle. I'll do
Yes,
one
you
point
could.
and then the other point. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, your thumb is big enough that you probably will be touching both anyway.
Okay.
It's just a question of finding the one that suits you well. Some people might feel it stronger on one side than the other. Some people may like to play with both. There's no issue for that. Yeah. Good. And now placing our hands in front of each other. And trying to feel a sensation as if the 2 points were connecting together. And just to create a contrast to help us understand a little bit more the sensation, we'll separate our palm, bring one up, the other one is lower, see how the palm feel when they're separated. And then gently let them come back in front of each other and feel that moment where they get aligned. There's almost a click sensation that shows up. And we can separate the hands, see how they feel when they're separated. Bring them back. And feel the moment they align together. We can also allow the hands to open as if the bubble between them was growing and growing, and see, try to find the edge of that bubble where the sensation dissipated. And then allowing the hands to come back and feel almost as the air between the hand becomes thicker as the palm get closer together. Some people may feel more sensation of heat. Some people may feel more sensation of almost like two magnets that are on the same side that push each other apart. Some people may feel more kind of tingly pins and needles sensation. The sensation itself is not important at this point. It's just a discovery exercise to see what sensation your body shows you. Keep playing with this for a minute. And as you play with it, you might discover that it has a bit of a rounder shape if you play with the edge of this ball sensation. Mm. And now we want to connect our hands with our feet. The massage we did on our feet helps the sensation to be more connected with the ground. And now we want to use this to help bring the energy from the earth a little more inside our body. So we're going to turn the palm down, facing our knee, maybe a little bit over our toes. And try to find as if we were aligning the point from the palm to land just on top of our foot, which is just above the point we massage. So there's kind of a tube passing through that connects both together. And see if you can feel a connection between your hands and your feet. It is a little more subtle, so it's possible you aren't sensitive enough to feel this connection yet. If that's the case, no worries. Just observe quietly without judging or without talking over, and try to see what your body is ready to give you. To help with the sensation, we can add the breath. Inhale as we pull upward with our hands. Exhale, letting our hands come down. And see how far up the sensation can come. Maybe you can feel it through your feet up to your ankles. Maybe on your next inhale, it will go up to the middle of the leg. You're observing how your ability to feel the energy through your feet and your lower leg is functioning at this point. Good. And one of the secrets for this method to work is to smile. The more serious we are, the more we want to do it, the less effective it becomes. If we are relaxed, smiling, as if we were welcoming a guest who's coming to visit us, then the chi might accept to come more easily. And try to see if, as you inhale, you can start to feel the energy going up through your legs and gathering inside the lower abdomen. Good. It's as if there was this slightly heavier sensation starting to show up in the abdomen, almost like water that's filling up the space. Not quite like water, but there's that thickness, fluidity that starts to appear. Good. And as it rises and start to fill up, notice that it's not only in the front, but it also fills up the center, fills up all the way to the lumbar area, lower back. It gently gathers more and more inside the lower abdomen. Keeping your shoulders relaxed, having a very gentle, soft movement from your arms so that you don't tire yourself. Good. Now, keeping this sensation, we will stand up. Now we'll move my chair so I can move back and you guys see me well. So from here, we continue the same movement. I'll place myself sideways so you can see. As I inhale, I'll let my arms start to rise. As I exhale, I'll let them come back. And I'll get my legs to start to participate gently as well. So as I inhale and rise, my legs straighten. As I exhale, I'll let my knee bend just a little bit. And with each breath, I allow my arms to follow the feeling of energy through my body, letting it rise more and more. Until it can reach the top of the head. Following the rhythm of your breath, moving up as you inhale and down as you exhale. So if your breath is a little shorter, your movement will be a little faster. If you can have a soft and deep breath, your movement will be a bit slower. Trying to keep a rhythm that would be suitable for most, but you have to adapt to the rhythm that suits you. And as we exhale, it's as if the water is flowing down towards the feet, back into the earth. As we inhale, there's this fountain rising through the body, up to the top of the head, and then gently coming back. Ah. Now that the rising and sinking movement is in place, next inhale, allow your hand to rise to shoulder height, turning the palm facing each other and expanding as you inhale more. Exhale, let your arms come back in front and down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So as we inhale, the chi is rising all the way up into the lungs and then expanding from the middle of the chest outward, coming back and sinking down again, all the way down to our feet. When we let our arms rise, we want to make sure our hands reach just above the shoulder before they open, so that our shoulder blades can sink in the back and really allow the rib cage to open up. And then come down as we exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale. Feel the expansion, allowing it to come back and down. We're going to take a short break here, keeping your arms on your side, just so that the shoulders and the arm can be relaxed, so that you don't feel too much tension. Especially if you're not used to these arms movements, the shoulder can get a little more tight or tired at first. We've been doing it for a good 20 minutes, so just giving it time to rest before we continue. If you feel any tension in your shoulders, keeping your arms to your side, feeling how that tension will flow down into the arms towards the tip of the finger and release deep into the earth. Good. Continuing, turning the palm facing behind us. So the next movement will have our arms above the head. For those of you who can't bring your arms all the way up, your arms can be a little more in front, finding a position that will be comfortable for your shoulders. We're not going to do too many repetition of this one. We'll do 6, just enough to get the movement going and not enough to tire the shoulders too much. So starting from here, inhaling, allowing the arms to rise all the way above the head, opening to your left. So I'm doing mirror image for you guys. And then moving on to the other side. Inhale as you go to your left. Exhale, going to the right. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. So my top hand is right above the center of my head. My lower hand is palm facing up, shoulders released, so that my thumb is pointing behind me as far as it can without effort. Inhaling. And one more. Exhale. And coming back to the center, letting both arms come down. Crossing at the wrist. Inhale, going up. Opening the shoulders, palm rotate out. Exhale, coming down. Crossing the wrist. Inhale, going up. Out. Exhale, coming down. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. As our hands are coming down, feeling the connection into the earth, the rising of the chi through the legs, into the lower abdomen, into the chest, the head, and above like a fountain coming out, spraying all the way around, and gently falling back down into the earth. Inhaling. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bending the knee gently, bringing our arms forward, palm facing up. Right hand will come down as we inhale. Open towards the back, reach above the head. And as it comes back in front of the shoulder, pushing forward towards the front hand. Left hand goes down, extend towards the back, rise above the head, coming down in front of the shoulder before I bring my upper body back forward. Hands come down, the waist turn so that my shoulders end up pointing front and back. Bringing my hand in front of the shoulder and bringing my shoulders pointing left and right. Inhale as the hand go down and rise. Exhale as my hand come back and push forward. Let's do one more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Both palms turn facing down. Rowing the boat. Opening the shoulder, turning the palm outward, inhaling as we rise up. Turning the palm forward, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feeling the connection with the feet deep into the ground. As we inhale, the wave rises through the body all the way to the top of the head, the fingertips. Palm turn forward. We can feel the sinking going down, mostly in the front of the body, the feet into the ground, and feeling the thickness of the air around us at the bottom. Inhale, feeling lighter and lighter as we rise. Palm forward, exhale, feeling heavier as we reach towards the earth. One more, inhale. Exhale. Lifting the ball, shifting the weight to the left, straightening the legs and rising the ball above the head. Coming back down and back to the center. Going to the right, straightening the leg, turning the waist. Heels lift once my hands are above my shoulders. Heels down once my hand reaches shoulders and back to the center. Inhale as I'm going up. Exhale as I'm coming back down to the center. Gathering the energy of the earth, filling my body all the way up. Balls separate above the head and drops down back into the earth. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. In. And out. Turning the body to look at the moon. Palm face each other. Weight stays in the center. Straightening the body as I turn to look behind me at the moon in the sky. Exhale, gently bringing my hands back in front. Bring my hands in front of me. Inhale, rising to the side and towards the back. Palm ready to grab the moon from the sky. Exhale, coming back down. In the center. Inhale, First straightening the legs, then rotating the hips, rotating the waist, rotating the torso, and rotating the head at the end. Exhale, letting the body come back to a neutral position in the center. Inhale, turning the body to the left, to the right for you, sorry. Exhale, coming back down. We'll do this one more. Inhale, going up towards your left. Exhale down. And the last one on the right. Inhale up. Exhale down. Allowing the knee to bend a little bit to sit on our legs, turning the palms up. Inhale as we bring the hand on both sides. Right hand turn, and we'll start to push as we rotate the waist towards the left. Releasing the palm, turning the palm up. Inhale, coming back to the center. Rotating the left palm, turning and pushing to the right. Turning the palm up. Inhale. In the center, turning the other palm, twisting the waist so that we push at a slight angle. Inhale. So here my hips remains facing forward and I focus the rotation from the waist only. So it's a very gentle twist. I'm not trying to go as far as I can. I'm just rotating from the lumbar. So the lumbar rotation is about 20 degrees. It's not that much. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. In. And on the last exhale, pushing towards your right. Your left hand will rise up to eye level. Right hand will grab the ball from under and will turn towards your left as you inhale. Rolling the ball, changing your hands up and down, and going to the right. Inhale towards the left. Exhale, going to the right. In. Out. And everyone continue. Looks better. One more, inhale. Exhale. Gently opening the arms as we're switching our weight to the right leg. So we can take a step with the left, allowing our arms to come down, crossing at the wrist. Inhale, bringing the weight back. Opening up to the sky. Exhale, coming back down onto the front leg. Moving to the back leg as we inhale. Opening up. Exhale as we move forward. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And rise to shoulder level, back heel lift as we stand on our extended front leg. Inhale, bringing the wave into our body. Exhale, pushing down to the feet and away. Inhale. As I'm moving backward, my front toes are lifted from the ground because I'm higher in my stance. Pushing forward, extending my front leg so the back heel naturally lifts. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Palms face each other. Pigeon spread its wings. Inhale as we open the arms. Exhale, coming forward. Palm face each other. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Turning the palm up, gently closing the fist. Inhale. Rotating the left palm facing down. Exhale as you punch forward gently. Turning the palm up. Inhale. Rotating the right palm facing down. Exhale as you punch. Turn the palm up. Inhale. Left palm facing down. Exhale. Punching forward. Turning the palm up. Inhale. Turning the right palm facing down. Exhale, gently punching forward. Turn the palm up. Inhale. Left palm down. Exhale. Turn up. Inhale. Right palm down. Exhale. Inhale. One more each side. Left palm down. Exhale. Palm up. Inhale. And the last one, palm down. Exhale. Hands together, wild goose in flight. Inhale as our arms are rising all the way above the head. Exhale, coming back and down. Inhale, up, exhale. So as we inhale, first straightening the legs, then allowing the heels to gently lift as our hands are above the shoulders. Exhale, landing the heels first, then allowing the knees to bend. Straightening the legs, and then lifting the heel as we inhale. Exhaling, landing the heels, then bending the knees. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more, up. And on the way down, gently shifting the weight on the right legs, bringing both arms on the right. Inhaling as our hands are going up the left, passing through the center. Exhaling as the arms are going down the right and coming back through the center. So my weight move on the opposite of my arm. So my hands are going up the left, through the center, and down the right. Again, one more. Inhale, going up. Exhale, going down. And this time at the bottom, switching direction. Inhale as our arms are going up the right. Exhale as they're coming down the left. Back through the center. Inhale up. Exhale down. Center. Up. Center. Down. Keeping the weight on the right leg, bouncing the ball, the left leg goes up as we inhale. Exhale, right leg walking. Inhale, exhale. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. One more, in, out. Hands together, grabbing one more time the energy of the earth, allowing it to gently rise through the body, up to nose, palm facing down. Exhale, letting the chi sink through the body, down to the feet, into the ground. Inhaling up. Gently feeling the rising in the body. Exhale, letting it sink gently to the feet, into the ground, and letting the chi go back into its automated circulation. We forget more and more about it, letting it flow naturally. Inhale. Exhale. And one last time. Inhale. Keeping our legs extended. Exhale. Letting our awareness sink all the way down to our feet, deep into the ground. Taking a moment to enjoy the sensation of our body after this series of exercise. And gently rubbing our palms together. Good. Have a seat. How's everybody doing? Good.